Hello, hello, Leo. Welcome to your May 2020 overview reading. This is good for you if you're a sun, moon, or rising Leo. If you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe to this channel to get more readings from me. If you would like more content, check me out on Instagram at Onyx Healing. And as always, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, then make sure you check out all of the links in the description box, and also all of the decks that I've used today are in the description box as well. I'm going to go ahead and lay this spread out, and then we will get started. Okay, let's start with your oracle cards, shall we? First thing, faith. So this is like what you're able to see on the outside world, this top layer. This is everything that's going on underneath the surface. This is all of the stuff you can't see, that you don't know, that you're uncertain of, but is still taking place. So faith is really going to push you to have confidence in what you've done so far and what you're continuing to create. And then we have the bridge. So there's change and evolution that's happening, and it looks like there's a really clear path that you're walking in order to get to the other side of that. So whatever's coming to mind, whatever you're feeling or thinking or intuitively remembering for yourself, that's what this is. So what is the next step? What's the next jump? What is the bridge? Or where is the destination? Like, what is the other side of the bridge? That's what you want to identify, or you might already know what this is for you in May. And then we also have discernment. Establish what's yours and what isn't. Be conscious about your yes. Create permeable boundaries. Okay, now let's look at the central energy for you. We have the Four of Swords. Let me pull the crossing energy first before I read this further. So the crossing energy is death. Okay, there's something about things being dormant or things being slow, where there's all this new growth that's coming up. So is it new ideas? Is it a new path? Is it a new direction? Is it a new passion that you're fulfilling or following? What is new in your world? Because what I'm getting is the empty space, the quietness, the stillness, the open areas of your life, or where you have more space, is where all of this good growth is going to come from. But the May is going to be one of those months for you where you might be seeing it for a few minutes, and then it looks like this is going to be shaped. So it might not be right away, you know exactly what you're doing and what the path is. It might not be exactly like that, but just understand that there's like a new chapter on the other side of this. There really is a new beginning. Because the death card always comes with rebirth. It comes with all of that new growth. And I just see this as really shifting the trajectory that you're on. And that's really exciting. So enjoy that. I'm just curious what this is going to be for you, how this is actually going to manifest for you. What you have shifting out is the Four of Wands. And this is comfort. This is like being at home, nice and cozy, enjoying yourself, you know, taking your time, slowing down. Let's see what the oncoming energy is. We have the Four of Pentacles. So this is that nervousness around all of that new growth. It's, I'm scared, maybe I should hold back, maybe I'm wrong, maybe my intuition is wrong, or maybe I shouldn't do that thing. It's a lot of confidence that's kind of brushing up against your upper limit. And that's what the Four of Pentacles is. So it could be you're waking up to it, you see what needs to happen, or you see the new growth that you're setting towards. And then as you get closer and closer, there's a little bit of like a contraction or fear that can get lit up. And that's what I'm seeing happen here, where it's like, I really want this, but I'm scared. And it's about getting more comfortable with being uncomfortable as you take risks, right? And each level up is going to bring this discomfort. So don't fear it. Don't worry about how is the discomfort going to look. A lot of the times it's like anxious nervousness and excitement. So those are like on the same spectrum as far as emotions go. So this is like how you're shifting into that next level. But it comes with, you know, the resistance, the challenge internally. Let's look at the outward manifestation. We have the Empress. Divine Feminine, how you are really embodying the energy of what you desire is going to matter a lot, because the feminine is about receiving. It's not about hunting. It's not about going out and getting. So you're going to need to be careful with that. If you feel like you're playing too much of a numbers game, you need to lay off. Because this is about receptivity and attraction, that's how this is going to look externally, is you need to focus on what am I embodying, because that's going to be what gets reflected to me. If you get too caught up in overworking, do, make, and it's not coming from a place of fullness, then you might have to pump the brakes and go back into rest mode. So you want to pay attention to, is your feminine nice and healthy? Because we need that feminine energy for inspiration and creative output. So if you are creating things, this is like the key to success in that area. In the subconscious, we have the Knight of Rods, and this is like wanting to just get things done and make things happen. I'm getting a lot of impatience coming off of the subconscious, and this is like pure fire energy, right? I'm going to clarify this for you, see what else is going on. Justice. Okay, so you're going to have to temper this for yourself. It's like faster isn't always better. Sometimes getting impatient and like wanting things to happen now isn't the problem. The desire for things to happen now isn't the problem. The issue is if you're not seeing it in this moment, are you going to throw in the towel? That's where you want to be careful. So just make sure that you're cooling that off. If you feel yourself getting really antsy and frustrated, it's like, what would be a better energy to embody? Consider, how can I transform this into something that I do want to magnetize to me? That's how you're working with this polarity right here. This is go, go, go. This is just call things in. So you're going to need to figure out where you're out of whack with this polarity right here and adjust accordingly so you can have the type of ease that you're wanting to create. The advice for you is the Moon. Be okay with the uncertainty. You have to relax into that and have confidence in the uncertainty in what you've been creating. Because the nice thing about manifestation is that rather than feeling disempowered, like I'm just a victim of circumstance, or you know, I'm doomed, like the future isn't going to go my way. When you're actively creating and manifesting, it takes the question out of that. It removes the things aren't going to go my way, because you have the confidence of this is what I'm creating and it's inevitable. So when the unknown pops up, if you already know what you're creating, you can relax into that. So don't fight the current and thrash around. Make sure that you breathe into any discomfort that arises, any impatience, any feelings that are wanting to come up and out, and let yourself be held and carried through the month. External influences, we have the Three of Swords. There's some grief coming up. Don't worry, I'm going to clarify this one for you. Three of Stars, so you're doing some work around this. This is looking like if you have something that you're moving past, if you have something that's fallen away or that's transforming, and this can even be like a part of your life or like an old self that you're grieving. Take grief as like a tone that's happening in the environment. But remember, grief is not the same thing as death, right? Like they're different. So the grieving process is what this is really helping you in order to expedite this, essentially, because it does look like your healing is just getting pushed a lot. Your evolution is getting pushed a lot. Like this month is going to really show you how much you've grown, how much you've evolved, how much you're continuing to do. Don't sell yourself short. There's a lot happening here this month. And then we have in the hopes and fears position, we have the Lovers, so connection. This could be for some of you, if this is like breakup energy or like if this is loss or anything like that, right? Then there can be some fear come up around relationship patterns and relationship experiences. For others of you, it might just be that you're really craving that high quality connection and that desire feeling. So either way, it's kind of like you might be in fear mode around connection and relationship, and that like commitment, if that makes sense, to whatever it is you're committing to. And on the other side, it could also be like hope, like craving and wanting that commitment, hoping for that commitment, wanting to see that come through. And then the outcome of the month, we have the Queen of Cups. So emotional evolution is what's on the table, because this is like putting you in a position of mastery. Like that's where the Queen of Cups goes. Just learning so intensely that you are just learning a lot about riding your own waves, your own current, and working with yourself rather than fighting yourself is the main thing that I'm getting here. Is like being okay with the different seasons that you're in, the different way that you handle things over time and how you're processing things. All of that is looking like that's what you're coming into your own around. Now let's look at the timeline. First quarter, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so withholding, it's the same card that we had here. It's that resistance to, this is a big move. Okay, level up, level up, level up. But the contraction usually comes right before the level up. And that's coming up here as well. Let's see what the second quarter is. Knight of Knives. A little bit of escapism coming up in this card, kind of like running away from your problems a little bit, or wanting to bury your head in the sand. Again, this is a big month for you. The energy is really intense in this reading and really clear and crisp. So because of that, I'm just getting that there's growing pains, man. I know that I say that quite a lot, but it really is like, when you're moving, when you're working, when you're growing, this is kind of the territory that goes along with it. So I'm getting that there's like some avoidance that comes up here, you know, wanting to reserve your energy, pull back your energy. That's definitely happening in the first half of the month. Let's see the third quarter. We have the Knight of Cups. See, this is where you really start to just face it. Just like look at the things that are happening around you, look at your environment, taking inventory of what is or isn't working, being honest with yourself about it. It's just like, okay, I'm relaxing into this next level, this next stage, the next chapter, the next whatever. It's like you're getting more comfortable in what's on the other side of that bridge. And then the fourth quarter, wrapping up the month, we have the Four of Knives. Okay, so it's even the emotional work that you're doing is work. It also takes energy to do emotional work, and I don't want any of you to forget that. More than anything, I think the Four of Knives is reminding you that even if you have like taken a break or, you know, processed some stuff or worked through whatever, you can't just flip into going back to what you were doing before and expect it to go well. This is like pushing you to evolve and make sure that you're not ignoring yourself along the way, but really carrying this wisdom that you have gathered, the wisdom of your experiences, the past few months, whatever it is that's been going on. You really want to integrate that and carry it with you, not just say, okay, yeah, let's get this over with and then I'm going to go back to normal. Really appreciate what you've learned. Okay, now we're going to do a 3-card pick. You're welcome to ask a question, ask for clarity, guidance, support, whatever you need. If you need more time, pause the video. Okay, card number 1, we have the Star. Hope, keep the faith, things are working out even if you can't see it. The Star is just reminding you to stay the course, trust the path, trust, even if you don't know where things are going to land. That's kind of the, you know, the curse and the blessing with the Star is that there's the uncertainty element of it, but it's really pushing you to hold strong. Card number 2, we have the Queen of Coins. So stepping into mastery around the material, that's what the Queen of Coins is really in the midst of. It's about like being the queen of your domain, being queen of the material, having ownership over that. And so it's a time to focus on how can you rearrange and restructure your relationship to the material. Are you putting too much emphasis on it? Are you not putting enough emphasis on it? Are you coming at, like, what is your relationship to the material world? And stepping into making that as healthy as humanly possible. And that, it seems like you need to assess what's happening with you in 3D. Card number 3, we have the Page of Wands. You need to take some inventory of whatever's going on, right? Take inventory of your situation, take inventory of your resources, take inventory of all the things that you feel like might be unstable right now or not working for you. Go through with a fine-tooth comb, pick out what isn't working, shift into what does, and roll with that. Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications if you want to know when I put out new readings. And don't forget to sign up for my newsletter, which is down in the description box below. You'll get a free dealing with family meditation, and you'll also get readings sent to your inbox, as well as other information on all sorts of good stuff that I put out. If you would like to know which decks I used in this reading, they're all listed in the description box. If you need to work with me, go to onyxhealing.com, and I will see you beautiful people later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.